She found out the truth too late. Alara clutched the faded photograph, its edges softened by 100 touches, 1,000 unshed tears. It was the only tangible piece she had left of him, of Liam. His smile, forever young and carefree, was a ghost that haunted the quiet corners of her days. They had been inseparable, to souls woven together by the threads of shared dreams and whispered secrets under starry skies. Their love was a fortress, impenetrable and eternal, or so she had believed. Then came the silence. The unanswered calls, the unread letters. His sudden enlistment was a blow she never saw coming, a betrayal that left a gaping wound in her heart. He was gone, swallowed by a war in a distant land, leaving behind only a chilling void and a single, cryptic note, "Forgive me." "It's for the best." For years, that phrase echoed in her mind, a cruel riddle she couldn't solve. The official letter from the army confirmed her worst fears killed in action. The world she had built with him crumbled into dust. Years bled into one another, turning the vibrant colours of her youth into muted shades of grey. She lived a half-life, a shadow moving through routines, the memory of Liam a constant, aching presence. She learned to function, to smile, to pretend she was whole, but a part of her remained frozen in time, forever waiting for a man who would never return. Her love story had become a tragedy, a cautionary tale whispered among old friends. It was on a rain-swept Tuesday, decades later, while clearing out her late mother's attic, that she found it. Tucked away in a dusty wooden box was a bundle of letters, tied with a faded blue ribbon. Her name was written on the top one, in Liam's familiar, looping script. With trembling hands, she untied the ribbon. As she read, the carefully constructed walls around her heart shattered. The letters told a story she had never known. Liam hadn't enlisted out of patriotism or a thirst for adventure. He had been diagnosed with a rare, aggressive illness, one with no cure and a devastatingly short prognosis. "I couldn't bear for you to watch me fade, my love," he wrote, his words blurred by what she knew were his own tears. "I wanted your last memory of me to be strong and whole. Leaving was the hardest thing I've ever done, but loving you meant I had to let you go, to give you a chance at a life I couldn't share." He had orchestrated his own disappearance, creating the story of a soldier's death so she could move on, so she could be free. The truth, when it finally came, was a crueler blow than the lie had ever been. She hadn't lost him to a war, but to a love so profound it chose to sacrifice itself. She had spent a lifetime mourning a hero who never was, hating a man who had only ever loved her. The rain beat against the window pane, a mournful drumbeat to her silent sobs. She had found the truth, but it was too late. All those years wasted in anger and sorrow could never be reclaimed. He had given her a lifetime, and she had spent it grieving a ghost.